my gosh, you guys, I've never seen it in person. It's the infamous, one second, the infamous Costco Greenhouse. Oh my gosh. Juicy and I are at Costco today. We've got quite a stock going so far. I'm taking a look at the garden section right now, and I noticed that they have this Pro Shield commercial grade landscape fabric. So this is 4 feet by 225 for $34, and that is a really good deal compared to what I have found on Amazon. It's also really nice that it's already in a roll, so I think I'm gonna grab 2 of these and see how far that'll stretch, because I feel like that's actually a much better deal. I'm so glad I didn't buy it before. I had to come back and look at it one more time because it's just that good. Look at the shelving up here. It's got plant hooks in it already, a little window install up top. All of the shelving in here. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think that for $13.49, that's such a good deal. I'm gonna go home and talk to Casey about this because I feel like this needs to happen. All right, that was a relatively painless Costco haul. We got out of there under $500, which is always good. Whew. Y'all, I have felt so winded ever since we got sick. I feel just like out of breath constantly. Like I don't feel like my energy is quite at what it was before. So I'm just trying to be patient with myself. All right, we got some pizza from Costco. So that's what my dinner plan is today, because I also have a tattoo appointment this evening, and it just felt like it was gonna make life a little bit easier. All right, you ready to go? I can't stop thinking about that greenhouse. I think I'm gonna need to make that happen. I've never seen it in person before. I've only ever seen reels of it. And now that I saw it, I'm like, that's like quite perfect actually. As soon as I saw it and I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how pretty would it be to have that in the middle of the garden? That has been my dream for quite a while actually, was to have a really nice she shed or greenhouse in the middle of the garden. And even if we put, see, if we had the greenhouse and then if we had a coop out there for the runner ducks, it would look really well, very well put together. It'd be nice to frame it in with some flower beds for, I mean, really anything that I wanted to put in there. Maybe just herbs on the outside would be really nice actually. Decided to stop at Starbucks. I don't usually come to Starbucks anymore, but I'm really in the mood for a tea. Oh my gosh, how cute would that greenhouse be? I would probably stain it black though, just so that it matches the house and the fencing. But other than that, I mean, it's gonna be necessary if you think about it, because the amount of flowers that we plan to grow, realistically, see, and this is part of my argument too, as I can tell Casey, it frees up space in the garage, and he's been wanting more space in the garage so he could work on his car, so you can't tell me that's not a win. We switched over to the Hydro Flask after all this drama with the Stanleys having lead. I thought it was really cool that Casey just took an initiative and he was like, hey, the Stanleys have lead, we need to get rid of them. His was already like super damaged because he's constantly dropping his, and he really travels more with his cups than I do. And he ordered us 2 some, and then after all the kids were getting sick, just back and forth, and like they constantly drink out of our water cups. I had told them, I was like, hey, I really need you guys to start drinking out of your own cups because I don't want to be passing this back and forth. between us that he just ordered all the kids their own little hydro flasks, so it's nice that everybody's got like their own cup. But I like that these have a bendy straw on them versus the Stanleys didn't have that. They still spill, but the bendy straw is really nice, especially when you're laying down. And I mean, I'm still often laying Orin down to nap, breastfeeding, so to be able to like reach over and grab that and just like bend the straw instead of trying to find some way to sit up just enough to not wake him up, but also just enough to not spill on myself. All right, I don't even think I opened the vlog. Welcome back to the vlog, friends. We're gonna go ahead and kick it off with a Costco haul. We just got back, and I'm so glad that I grabbed pizza.
No credit.
At Casey's suggestion for pizza.
Yep.
All right, so we got some cranberry sauce. We really
Cranberry
have
sauce?
cranberry. we got some cranberry juice.
We're stocking up for Thanksgiving already.
We got some baked beans over here. These are actually, I don't know why, the kids just love these. And I have a chicken in the freezer that I want Casey to smoke for us. We needed some more maple syrup, spaghetti sauce. We really like this 4-fruit preserve. I feel like we've liked this a lot more than we've liked just regular strawberry jelly, so that's why I've been buying that one. I got 2 packages of chicken. Got the kids some granola bars. We needed some more tomato sauce. Ollie's a huge fan of these chicken and cheese taquitos, so I picked these up because these are also just a really nice, easy option for their lunch. This is the pizza I was talking about for dinner tonight. Viv had been asking me for some mangoes, and the kids are bringing the ducks inside to hang out on the couch, so they're working really hard at trying to get them to imprint on them. So mangoes, apple juice. We got 2 packs of blueberries so that I could make some blueberry scones. We were out of olive oil, so I went ahead and picked that up. Got some bread. These little non-dippers are really good to make the kids their little pizzas for lunch. They love those. We got some grass-fed butter. I probably should have grabbed 3 packs, honestly, but I got 2. We've been a huge fan of some grilled cheeses, so we got these. And I've been wanting, yeah, 1 second, sit down. Sit down. Juicy, sit down. To make some chia seed pudding since I got those nice little glass teacups, and so I'm going to finally make some of that. This was an unexpected buy, but when I got there and I saw these, I was like, you know what, let's just give it a whirl. So these are 3 peony roots, which I thought would be really nice. I do have those 2 that are growing in the garden already, so I was like, you know what, why not? And then I thought we could grow some of our own grapes. Unfortunately, in the drive, we knocked off some of the leaves that were already on here. As you can see, they're in here already. I'm like, oh. And then I also got some dahlia tubers here. These are Sandra and Rocco, and I've never heard of these, but I figured these colors would be complementary to what we already have going on in the garden. And I felt like 8 tubers for the price of $13.99 was a really good deal. The same with the peonies. I've been enjoying some grapes already. I got some flour that I really needed. I'm also placing an order with a friend of mine for some flour here locally in Tennessee, and that's going to be delivered later this week or maybe next week. Then Ollie's a big fan of these little mini cucumbers, so I picked these up. I got some green beans and then some little snack apples. 2 rolls of this landscape fabric, and so that'll probably be in another vlog where I go ahead and put that down. And then lastly, the kids had been asking me for this box of chips, so here we got all of our food put away. Just wanted to give you guys a little sweet pea update here. I realized recently that I've seen other flower farmers that have their lights like this low to their flowers. I'm wondering if this is still too high up. Kind of a little late for that. I mean, I suppose that we could zip tie them a little bit lower, but that's just kind of where we're at right now, and I'm okay with that. I still don't have anything coming up on these snapdragons. I watered everything just now and sprayed it all, so let's just see how little Dahlia over here is chugging along. We got a couple more cosmos coming out now, thankfully. I like really soaked all these babies today. I dumped the rest of the soil in here. And I'm just using an old wooden spoon because we left our little shovels, hand shovels, in the garden. And I'm just kind of killing time right now. I swear that playing in the mud like this with the seeds is like the next best thing to being a kid and making like mud pies or little potions and things like that when you were a kid. All right, so with the last bit of that soil, I was able to make 36 more. They're getting better, okay? They're getting better. They're still, but you know, they work. So as long as they stick together, I guess we'll be okay. Now I'm gonna go grab my box of seeds and see what I have left. These little guys are doing so well. The kids are doing really well at spending time with them, and look at how cute they are. Do you need help? Happy Tuesday, friends. We went through our whole morning routine, homeschool, all that jazz. Lauren took a nice long nap, and now we're outside in the garden. I bought those peonies and dahlias and the grapes yesterday at Costco, and so I wanted to get those in the ground today. It's not bad outside, but it is pretty windy, so.
I don't want to get dirty either.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay. Just be careful.
Bro.
Look at that. So my shovel's broken. The kids have really been going hard on it anyways, so Viv's like, well, we could go to Tractor Supply and get a new one, so that's what we're gonna do. We need to head over to, I know, there's a bunch of like random little small like flying ant looking things, right?
They stung me one time.
Odd. The weather's really weird today. Yeah, what are these? Like flying ants. That's so weird. We need to go to the pet store to get another budgie as a companion for the budgie that we have, because the white the white budgie Elsa died last week, and so I don't want to have just one budgie. I just feel like that's so sad. So we're going to PetSmart, gonna go hit Tractor Supply and grab some little shovels. Viv also wants some jeans. We planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tubers. And you know what, like, I feel like this box that we got from Costco for $13 is a really good deal, because the clumps are actually pretty big, whereas when you buy tubers, like, you literally just get like one tuber.
Oh my Jesus.
Happy Thursday, friends. I did not get around to vlogging yesterday, hardly at all. I don't think at all. It was just kind of a busy day. Vida got sick with a sore throat, and so I was trying to tend to her as well as tending to the rest of the household. It's just been a lot the last couple of months with this like revolving sickness, and we've noticed this pattern of going to church on Sunday and by Tuesday they're not feeling well, and I'm just like, like what's the answer here? I think our immune systems are just like building up to that kind of exposure. Like they go into a classroom with, I don't know, maybe 150 to 100 children, and so it's quite a bit. So she's finally feeling mostly better today. She really just had a sore throat. She had a fever, she broke her fever, and she was feeling better. Not quite there yet. We went out shopping today, so I put her in the stroller and I was baby wearing Oren. So we went to the mall. Viz now getting to that age where she wants to be shopping at the mall and doing those kinds of things. She asked for Air Forces, which blows my mind. It's kind of cool to see how much your child really is a mixture of you and their father. So we took her shopping today. Well, I took her shopping, took all of them shopping really, and they all got a couple things between the mall and at Target. And I wish I would have vlogged it because it was really sweet, but I think that it was just sweeter getting to enjoy that without vlogging. But I ordered a couple things from Amazon. I thought I would show you. So I got this box. Don't lose those. Yesterday, maybe the day before actually. So I ordered these clip-on lights for my seedlings. I felt like they were the most affordable, and that's why I started there. As you can see, the light panel on these isn't huge. I'm just not up to, I guess like part of my journey right now has been truly just accepting like where I'm at right now and being confident in that. And I recognize that I'm not at 5-year flower farmer version of me right now. I'm here on year 1. And this is where I'm starting out. And so right now we're trying to make everything as affordable as possible and seeing what things need or like require more spending, where we can save more money and where we need to invest more money. So these lights have these 2 little tubes. So each order comes with 2, which I thought was nice. It does have an adjustment here for the settings, and then also like how long you want to leave them on, which I think is nice because the ones that I have on the rack right now are just like on all day long. And so these I'm gonna be setting to 12 hours. It's also really nice because I can put these on the smaller racks that I have. I do plan to clear out the big racks that we have in the garage. I just haven't done it yet with sick kids and the little one teething, and there's just so many like moving parts all the time. And so I'm working with what I have right now, which is the racks. And so I think that it's nice that I can clip these onto the racks and then just adjust them as I need to. This will be able to cover 2 separate seed trays, and I will link that in the description below in case you guys are interested.
You got a dozen eggs.
Oh yeah? Hi Juicy. Yeah, you hear the dogs? All right, well, Casey chose the second coldest day this week to start putting the mulch down for our flower beds. Yee! So excited. So Casey went and picked up all this mulch. He did this last year when he started making these ones. So basically our process is we're gonna put the mulch down, we're gonna cover it. By the time that the seedlings are ready in a couple weeks, this will all be ready as well. We're kind of in the middle right now of fall spring anyways, so it's been a little bit weird, you guys. We had the most gorgeous, sunny, 72-degree weather just 3 days ago. And yesterday and today, it's been cold. I had to come out here and cover, well, my oldest daughter came out here last night actually and came to cover my peonies for me because they're doing really well. Let me show you. So they are growing pretty well. They've got some inches on them. So we've got 2 peonies there. I'll show you these bushes that the boys dug in for me a couple weeks ago are doing well. Pretty surprised because I totally thought I had dropped the ball on these. So these are raspberries. And as you can see, it's got another little bit here. The sky is still hanging in there a little bit too. I think these might be blueberries, if I remember correctly. I have one chicken that's been coming in here and she's just digging up all of my garden beds. See how she'll come in here and dust bathe. So I'm pretty sure there's no more blueberries in our experiments over here.
Such a wonderful delight.
So when Viv went to let the chickens out this morning, she came back and let me know that one of our birds had died. So we lost one of our Jersey Giants, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure what happened. It looks to me like probably she might have just fallen off of the roost at night because she's pretty close to it. I can't really think of anything else. She's otherwise pretty healthy. The flock's really healthy. We do struggle with mites from time to time with the weather. But yeah, so I'm gonna go lay her in the wood line. It's unfortunate, but it does happen.
You in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike.
Oren's not letting me get any work done. Little baby dahlias are doing so good. What kind are these? These are the double blend, so these will be different, various colors. We've got some cosmos coming in that need some water. We are starting to look a little leggy, so I might have to double up on the lights over here. And I'm not seeing any asters other than one down there so far. Calendula is doing pretty good in this one and some of the other ones. I've only got 2 little snapdragons coming in over here. This is pretty dry. I do need to come back in here and really soak this. Sweet peas are looking pretty good though. There's some zinnias down here. And I've got a couple little carnations. That's exciting. Still struggling with those snapdragons. I can see them coming in like very, very tiny. But that's interesting. And over here, I've got 1 hollyhock coming in. So it looks like we need to be a little bit more diligent with the watering. And I've got some calendula down here. Alright friends, it has been quite a long day / week / year so far. I'm starting to feel just kind of drained with the low fever, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog out here and try to get some rest, and hopefully we can find some healing because this has just been frankly just extremely draining, and there's so much exciting work that I want to get to, and it's been a little bit of like this like whiplash type feel. Not to say that we're not learning a lot through it. I think it measures a lot of growth, but it's also to the point now where I'm like, okay, I learned my lesson, can we not? So anyways, boys are taking a bath right now. I'm getting Vita's PJs ready. Casey was amazing, helped out in the garden. We got 2, well, I say we, I supervised. He got 2 rows done because Oren was just not having it out there tonight. we needed to get more compost for the remaining rows. And I just feel like the lesson over and over thus far has been to really just use what we have right now and like stop trying to push myself so hard to make things now what I want them to be at the cost of like just stressing myself out trying to make everything perfect. And it's just, you know, a method of control, of trying to control things in order to I don't know, basically like what I'm getting at is I can feel that God's got me in the press right now, and it doesn't feel great, but I think it is also feeling a little bit different coming from this perspective that I'm aware that I'm in the press right now. And so I'm looking for the lessons, I'm looking for what's being pressed out of me, because I know that I'm being filled in with so much more. So whew. All right, friends, thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna wrap it up and I will see you in the next vlog. Night.